Hi everyone, Fox for Fox and Kit Woodworks and Fox Den Videos bringing you this very late tips and trick of the week. And we're talking about my favorite, sanding. Yeah, it really is, and it can get kind of boring. But we're going to go ahead and simplify this, and I'm going to follow up on next week's video to go in more depth on some of the sanding techniques. And we're just going to focus on the basics. And the basics are going to be grits and understanding them, tools that you're going to use to sand with, and materials. So first off, grits. When you walk into that big box store and you look at that wall and you see that multi-pack because you can't understand all the numbers and what they mean, that's okay. Grab it. That's going to be your best option. It's going to typically come with 80 grit all the way up to maybe 240. The numbers on that correlate to how big or fine the grit is. The smaller the number, the bigger the grit and more material is going to be removed. The bigger the number, like 240, the finer the grit is going to be and the smoother your product is going to get because it's going to remove less material and kind of finish everything off, making it as flat as possible. We're going to talk about tools. You can get most of your sanding done with any type of hand sander, whether it's just using the pad or strip of paper with your hand or getting one of these sanding mice. These work really good, and you can get these foam pads that attach to them that will actually help you on doing corners and stuff, but it's going to take a lot of time and elbow grease to get it done. That's why we have power tools. And in those same big box stores, there are plenty of corded and cordless power tools you can go through. But my recommendation is getting yourself a nice 5 or 6 inch random orbit sander. The reason why is it's probably your most versatile sander and you can do the most with. If you can, try to get one that actually has a variable speed, because you advance down the road, you're going to be able to decide what speed is what is best for the product or the type of material you're working with. Next, material. Woods come in different shapes, sizes, and basically hardness. Your construction stuff is very soft, like your pines and your cedars, versus your hardwoods are going to get harder depending on what you choose, whether it's poplar, maple, hickory, walnut. Here's what I will say. If you're working with your softer woods, I wouldn't recommend going over 120 grit. 80 and 120 is going to work great. It's going to leave a smooth product that's not going to give you splinters. But if you're going into the hardwoods, especially the epoxies, you're going to want to go much higher. With those hardwoods, though, I wouldn't go anywhere past 240 unless you really know the wood you're working with and you've gotten a lot more experience. Thank you all for watching the video. Hopefully you'll check in tomorrow for our next tips and tricks of the week, where I'm going to go and discuss the materials and how that sanding can cause us basically grief or a big sigh of relief. Thanks. Stay tuned. Have a great day.